What's up, everybody? Carrie Cox here. I am just coming to talk to you about iodine. I had made a TikTok video that I posted to my Instagram page, which is Roxy Gymrat, 76, sorry. And then I also have it should be on my Facebook page as well, which is Roxy Gymrat Nutritionist. You can also find out more information and such on my website at utahfoundationalnutrition.com. It should have the links to my pages. I did a TikTok basically showing iodine and why it's so important, why we need to have that for all the cells in our body, girls specifically hormones, guys even specifically hormone. If we have an abundance of estrogen, which is a lot of time if we have a lot of excess fat, tissue and things like that, the estrogen is responsible for that. The thyroid helps to keep estrogens in balance. The iodine keeps that fed and keeps us from overproducing estrogen. A lot of women, when we hit our older years, we can have estrogen toxicity, which a lot of times can lead to the breast cancer factor. We don't want to overproduce estrogen itself. Estrogen isn't bad, but we don't want to overproduce it. When we have that overproduction, too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So we want to make sure that we're getting iodine in there to get into the receptors, to feed the thyroid so it can keep the estrogens in balance and help maintain good, healthy levels of estrogen itself. A lot of times, modern day, we have a lot of factors that come into play that create issues with that. So anytime you have gut dysbiosis issues, when we have things like your depression medication, your antibiotics, pain medication, glyphosates, which comes with any more on a lot of the plant factors, a lot of those things can get in and create a gut dysbiosis, which then creates toxins that can go into those iodine receptors and block us from being able to absorb the iodine itself. So one way to help clear that, iodine is very good at clearing toxins and clearing toxicity, can help a lot too, even with the heavy metals and things like that. So you can, getting an abundance of iodine helps to clear that and then gets it in so that you can feed the thyroid itself. So there are foods you can eat. Eggs are one, your kelp and seaweed factors help a lot as well with that. But a lot of times we don't have enough at a high enough rate that we can flush it. So supplementing is key. I like to take and paint on the iodine and do the iodine test to see if it's something I need or my daughters need. A lot of times during cycling and such like that, having the iodine on there can help, because estrogens being overabundance and fluctuating can make a lot of problems with the menstruating and PMSing. It gives us a lot of the cramping, mood swings and things like that. So if you paint it on during those times, that can be helpful. What you're doing is you're painting it on a patch. I showed this on the TikTok itself. I did it on my wrist. You can do it in other areas. You want to do almost a palm size worth of the iodine on you. If you start first thing in the morning is the best, because then you have all day to see if your body absorbs it or not. You're looking for how long it takes to absorb. If it absorbs very quickly and gets into the system, you're more likely deficient in iodine and you need to get up your amounts of iodine. If it lasts closer to past the 12-hour mark, closer to 24-hour mark, then you're probably good where you're sitting at, and that's not something you need. But it's good to do that every so often. There's just so many things, toxin-wise, things we take in, we eat on a daily basis that can block that and create the toxicity there within the iodine receptors. But we want to make sure that we can keep our thyroid healthy, and by doing that, we have to keep those receptors open and absorbing the iodine itself. If we have toxicity in there, we have to be able to flush that and also get enough in there that we can support feeding the thyroid itself, because the thyroid metabolizes the iodine as a way of feeding itself and keeping itself in balance. So just a few tips with that to do the iodine test. If you're needing some help with how to get or what to get the iodine from, or a good way of supplementing, let me know. You can go to utahfoundationalnutrition.com and go to the bottom. You can send me a message, or you can even do the survey and I can look at see what's going on and see if that's something that you may need. If you're local, you can come in and do a scan. That actually gives you a ton of information. But if you have a lot of toxicity, the likelihood is that you probably could use iodine as a good way of helping to flush toxins. Doing too much too fast can push you into crazy detoxifying. It's called Herxheimer's. You don't want to do that. You want to slowly build and rebuild the body up to the iodine factors that you're needing. So if you need any help with that, let me know. And if you have any more questions on the iodine itself, let me know. I know a lot of people get scared of it because of the fact that there are people that can have issues and the Herxheimer's factors. So you have to be careful. There's a lot of factors where we used to use it. They used to use it as dental, and they used to actually give iodine instead of fluoride. Anymore, the fluoride, the chlorine, the bromine, all those factors come in and they block those iodine receptors. So we're exposed to it chemically, we're ingesting it, it's in our environment. There's a lot of factors that block that. That's why you have almost 50% of women who have issues with their thyroid. So anyway, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you figure it out, but definitely research it. See if you're making sure you got your balance of iodine within the body to help support your body in the toxicity, especially at this time. We want to make sure we're not toxic. It weighs our load down, it compromises the immune system, makes it harder on us. So let me know. Go out and check out my website, utahfoundationalnutrition.com. I do a lot of updates of supplements and things to show and educate you. You can go there and look at those, read up on them. Just let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys.